Okay, today I'm working on Chevy Silverado. This apply for 4.8 engine, 5.3, 6.0, and more. I'm working exhaust intake manifold. Actually, I'm working on intake manifold. I'm changing a gasket on this. So how you change intake manifold on Chevy Silverado, or how you replace the intake manifold gasket on Chevy Silverado. Well, I start my process. The first thing you do, you gotta come here, disconnect the battery. Don't matter positive, negative, disconnect it if both do so. Then you're gonna need flat screwdriver, and then the tools you need to check in exhaust intake manifold is not much. So the same thing with when you want to check intake manifold gasket, you have to check the intake manifold off first. To do so, you're only gonna need this kind of tools: 13mm socket, 10mm socket, and 10mm wrench, and a pick, and an 8mm socket. A 7mm socket, you use it for this bracket to take the bracket off. Loosen it up. It's two of them, one there for the intake, so you can take this snorkel off. There's another one right there, okay, and a throttle body. So once you disconnect your battery, you loosen up the clamp for the snorkel, and you take this plastic off. Once you take this plastic off, put it inside. Then, since you already loosened the bracket for the snorkel, you just wiggle it. There's a pin there. You just lift it up and then wiggle it at the same time. It should be off. And there's two brackets here. You can loosen either one of them. If you loosen the back one, you have to remove the connector for the sensor. Okay, like that. Then it can be free. Just remove it, put it inside. And that's what you're gonna have now. And then you're gonna need a bungee cord. Get your 10mm socket. You loosen this bolt right there, or this plate in place. Once you loosen it, take the plate off, put the screw back like I did. That's one. And then there's another plate here with 3 bolts. 1, 2, and another one is go here. You can use a socket to take these two, the front one off. The back one is hard to get to reach on the socket. That's when you're gonna need your 10mm wrench to take the one on the back off. Once you take it off, you put it on the side. Okay, I lost mine somewhere there. I'm gonna find it. Then you're gonna start disconnecting the sensors. Disconnect the sensor, and because this cable is free now, we disconnect the terminal here in an alternator. You disconnect this, and then it's also a cable that is attached in the back here. It takes 10mm. You disconnect that. You just push this boot forward, and you'll be able to disconnect, loosen this 10mm bolt. Once you take the cable off, put the bolt back so you don't lose it. Put the nut back so you don't lose it. Then the next thing you gotta do, you disconnect all connection that you see, like on the throttle body. This one here, you can use a pick. Once you push the secure plastic, you just squeeze it. It come right off. Okay, you disconnect that. Your alternator cable is disconnected. That's why you need the battery disconnected so you don't cause no spark here. Put that aside. Now you cannot disconnect the purge valve for the vacuum. You have a hose in the back here, right here, and the electric connection here. You disconnect both of them. This is the hose. You just have that white pin. You push it down, you pull it back, it will be disconnected. Now, one more hose you're gonna disconnect is this one. This vacuum hose. Be careful because you can crack it and cause more problem. Before I do that, you're gonna disconnect the connector for injector. You're gonna disconnect the connector for the injector. It's pretty easy. I'll show you one. Let me move this thing out of the way. There's an injector right there. It's gray and a green cap. So you get you pick. You just pick the green piece, push it up. Let me get the better angle. Pull it up, just like that. It can come up, and you squeeze on it. Little tab in the front, squeeze in it. I'm gonna show you. And check this out. Yeah, it's off. All right, here's what's going on. You got this green plastic. When it's pushed down, it's locked. So what you do, you get the pick, you push it up, then you squeeze this piece of plastic right there, the gray one. You push it and you pull up, it come off easily. There's 5 of them in this side, actually 4 of them in this side, and then 4 of them in this side. Okay, it's 8, 4 on each side. So once you accomplish that, next thing, find a piece of rag like this, and then you put it right here on a gas line. Okay, because we're gonna release the pressure from the gas line, so it'll be a lot easier for us to disconnect the gas line. Okay, be careful with safety glass if you have it, because it's gonna release some pressure. You see, it's not much, but it's something. Once you do, you wipe it, and don't forget to put the cap back so you don't lose it. Okay. Now you get your bungee cord to secure this harness somewhere. That's the reason why I did some of the stuff already, because it's hard to work on one hand and then film in the other. Yeah, that's all I need. Got plenty of room now to work on. Now, after you do all that, you got room now. You're gonna need 8mm socket, and extension, 4-inch extension. Now you gotta take off. You gotta loosen the intake manifold bolt. It's 5 in this side and 5 in this side. Okay, you're not checking the gas rail. The gas rail is gonna stay. They also tied down with 8mm, I believe, if not 10. But you're going after the 8mm. They're right there. Okay, loosen them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back there. So it's 5, 10 of them together. So after you do that, you're gonna release the gas line, which is right here. See these things? Just lift it up, lift forward, and come off. Right? Put it aside. Now you need a plastic, special tools to put in here to disconnect that gas line. Okay? And you found one. It's gonna fit, because this is how the set will look like. In this case, I'm gonna use this guy. That's the side for the gas line. Right. Take it off. Yeah, this is the side I need. What you do, you push it on right there in that cut right there. You slide it in on the pipe, in the hose, in the gas line, I mean. Then you push it backwards. Let me show you. Let's do this. Push it in, like that. Go in, and you push it back. I tell you, I'm gonna put the camera down so I can get